Good morning. Morning, good adventure. Great encounter. Great, great to the limit. All the way, all the way. I'm very sure. It's not the first time I'm going live. Some stuff, some things we talk about, they're genuine stuff, they're serious stuff. So what is needed to be done is to understand that a time like this one, you need a group of people who are genuine to you. And the reason why we need really genuine people is because you don't want to go astray. You want to win. You don't want to get stuck. No, some stuff, you do them with high attitudes, expectation, and then they keep on guessing. They subscribe to the channel. They subscribe to the movement. They subscribe. They go deeper. Hey, Life 2089. You say hi. That is great. Enjoy. That's beautiful. Awesome. And I'm happy to hear from you. And I will not hesitate to say thank you. Congrats for being there for me. And I'll be there for you too. Tylees, how are you? Sometimes we need to look at what's happening in the world and try to talk about it because it's going to affect us in one way or the other. No more, no more money for Africa. Trump administration has said no more African students to Harvard University, my most prestigious institution in the land of America, the land of the free. So what are we going to do next? What is the outcome of this? How many people do you think are going to suffer or to get into problems because of not having access to higher education abroad? A thing came into my mind and I was like, I have to go online, talk about it, tell people, discuss, open mind evaluations, and then we have to accept the fact it's happening and you cannot save yourself, save your brothers, save anybody. The situation is getting worse every single day, and you can keep on guessing all day. Maybe you'll get the answer. Maybe you're in a better position to provide a solution to this problem, but you cannot save anybody. What you can do is just to contribute to the motion and give facts. What do you think should be done to stop this menace? Because many are going to suffer, and they are going to suffer because of administration meltdown. And we don't know what is the next option for him because when you stop the academic program that was helping many blight brilliant African students from accessing the American education system, because you think the countries they come from contributes nothing, offers nothing, then definitely there's a very big problem. And I don't know how we're going to address that problem. And because there's no room for negotiation, it's all about what the White House wants. It's a short time. It's 4 years time. And after these 4 years, we're going to see changes. We're going to see return of the democracy, not tyrannism, not tyrannical regime leadership, and fully opinionated masculine presidency that is actually dictating to other parts of the world what to expect, what to do, how to go about life and the things. That is going to come to an end. Whether they like it or not, it's going to happen. And you will not stop the movement. So, whatever you are, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter anymore. America is not a priority to you. It's not a priority to anybody. Apart from him who is in power, nobody else is interested to know what is going on there. And I wonder why African presidents, uh, they are they're, they're pushing to go to Trump administration to negotiate. African, how are you? To negotiate. What are they negotiating? What are they negotiating? What is that so special that we're negotiating there? And you get what? Because it's not what it used to be. Things have completely changed. You will offer nothing to Trump administration. They have to tell you what to do. Then why do you have to go there? You want to be humiliated? If he comes to you, like the way he did to, is it Saudi Arabia, Gulf, he went because he has interest there. But those people who are booking appointment with him, that means you need him, not him who needs you. And then you expect to be bullied, like South African president. What happened there? So, as much as you exist, as long as you know who is in power, it's all about oil and money and military deals and all those kind of stuffs. So you don't offer anything. And that is why thinking about going there, what are you going to do? You offer nothing. You have nothing to offer to him. So the value depreciates and diminishes with time. And that is why even he's going to an extent of, you know, scaling down American consulate and diplomatic ties in Africa, because he thinks he doesn't need the continent, because it's not giving him what he wants. He needs nothing. It's a liability. And if you look at most of the American charity institutions, they're in Africa. What are they doing there? They're not mostly in Europe. You can't find San Frontiers in Europe. USAID is in Africa and some part of Asia, where there is underdevelopment and it's cooking corruption there. So what do you expect? Where are we? And what is the future now? I'm not very sure. If I'll be able to tell you what is the future there, but I'm very sure we are booted, and don't waste your time. Even the issue of winning green card, surely. What is that you want? What is that? Why should you go and beg America for money? For what? For what? What's the reason for begging? Hi, Milliam. Lady M, how are you? Are you great? Hope everything is kicking well. Medium, thank you so much. There's something you need to run. You need to run about demonstration of power. Demonstration of power and era of accountability. This nobody will teach you. but you teach yourself through what you see others going through. And when you learn from other people, then that's the time you'll know there are things you don't know. And if you think you're rich, you're not rich. There are some people who are more richer than you. I couldn't imagine the meeting that took place between Donald Trump administration and South African delegation led by the South African president to over office. The wealthiest people in South Africa begging Trump, please help us. I did not believe it. So I thought you are rich. So there are some people who are more wealthier than others. Oh, that really came into my mind like a storm. I thought South Africa, they have gold, and gold is enough. They have diamond, and diamond is enough. They have, what it takes. So I didn't. But when the president spoke and said, we have 600 plus American companies in South Africa, I was like, oh, that is a great employer. And the great employer is leaving. He wants to shelve the companies in South Africa and live with the dollar. As the moment I realized who is rich. So, what is the future here? Are we cornered? Or where are we? Definitely I need an answer. Uh, my sound is good, unless you adjust on your side, because I can hear myself even from my laptop. I have a laptop here. Uh, and we need to learn to be self-reliant. And I've told you, teach yourself to be self-reliant. Stop depending on others to live. Build your own economy. Build an economy that is totally independent, not dependent on dollar and some other currencies. Make sure 70% of the investment in your country, the GDP, is generated by the local investors. That way you will behold a ground like the way it is in Kenya and some part, I think all of East Africa, the GDP is in the hands of the people. That is the way you hold the balls. If someone wants to take multinational companies away, let them be countable in numbers. It's one, two, three. They are less than 100 in your country. That way, you don't need them. They don't bring anything. So let them go where they want to go and invest, and that is it. Uh, I want to see what's going on here because I expect more on my way than usual. The traffic bring you havoc without intimidating you, without telling you don't deserve this. And see, everything is going well, nothing is impossible if you believe things will work out for you. You'll conquer the mountains. You'll go above. You'll go far. And you're gonna win. It's very, very important to know that winning is our is part of our journey, and winning is everybody's priority. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the time, duration, what it takes. Winning is part of the journey, and we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. And keep on singing the song. We'll take it from there. How are you doing, sir? Joke. Hey, where did you go? Did you get permission to be doing what you're doing? And that's a hidden secret. Dreams hide. How are you? How are you? How are you, preacher? Are you great? I hope you're doing fine. I'm doing my stuff here. I'm okay. I'm talking about Trump administration and the reason why Africans, you should watch out. That's not your time anymore. Running to America to go and hide here is going to be a very big problem. Hiding there, it's going to be a very big problem. It's time to wake up and change and know, even where you are, it's Canaan and you can win. You don't need to strain yourself to that extent whereby you have to kickstart, you have to try to make yourself busy with something better. There are so many things you can do in Africa. Particularly, I'm more into Africa because that's where I come from. And there's a lot of things. You don't need America at the moment. So stop going there to beg for money, asking for my permission to do things, trying to look like you're giving favor. There's no favor you're giving. It's no favor you're giving. It's nothing like favor you're giving there. It's nothing. No, there's another fake gangster here. Someone like this, what you do is somebody. So you have to think twice before we comment. Why do you comment abusively and there's nobody is commenting back to you using that language? How do you feel? Because it's not working for you. You comment negatively, then it hits back on you. Because when you comment negatively, you gain nothing. You achieve nothing. Zero achievement. That's what it is. And when I say zero achievement, I mean you gain nothing. You gain nothing. And I myself will make sure you gain nothing. It is what it is. I'll make sure you get nothing. Bad things. I don't understand people sometimes. Why come online just to show somebody the finger? What did he do to you? Symbolism. I did literature. Symbolism is a very great catastrophic, you know, it's not something. You can't show me the finger. Why are you doing that? What are you going to gain? What are you going to gain by showing me the finger? You know, we have to mature with time. Because you can't just open your finger to show somebody. He did nothing to you. You know, if you don't like the channel, it's better you move. There's so many people who are blind and they're talking so many about so many things. You know, the way you behave, the way you conduct yourself, it tells a lot about what kind of a person you are, the personality, integrity, whether you are respective or not respective. All these leads to the trails of how your outlook portrays or looks like. Let's not bring the habits onto the platform because we are demeaning others, and there's some people who are not interested with the character traits you portray or you carry. Uh, anyway, let's have a state of collectiveness in order for us to be blessed. Because he who does good, he will increase. He who does evil, he will not sleep until he does evil. So we have to balance the equation by doing more good than evil. Because the easiest place where you can hurt people, the easiest place where you can interact with people positively or negatively is on social media. So what you attract, or what you entertain, or what you carry, or you portray, it's a lot in the meaning. In the meantime, let's concentrate with what brought me here. I've spoken about Africans going to United States. I've spoken about the reason why the Harvard University diaspora admission and funding program, the budget was cut by the Trump administration because there is a question: what is the balance? We bring you to the most prestigious American institution, Harvard. You study here, you earn your degree, but in return, where you come from, we are not benefiting in any way. That's the question. What's the future there? The circular is already out to all the consulates in Africa. No student visa anymore for African students who want to study in Harvard University. Alumni of Harvard universities, where are you guys? Let's talk about this. If you have benefited from Harvard University, now is no more. How do you feel? Because Harvard University made me, made you, made somebody else who he is today. Now that institution is categorically strategized to believe or to put its interest into American society only. What if Americans are not interested to go to Harvard, or they don't meet the benchmark? Now, will the institution be vacant? You see where the problem is coming from. Because yes, Edna is saying there are some people, they are not interested in your life or story. Yes, death. I don't mind, many people find me quite interesting. Oh, you carry that trait, then that is it. To be honest, I've been smoking the lefa. Sorry, bro. Smoking? Nobody's saying it's long for you to smoke because you choose to smoke. I opt not to. So I will not tell you to smoke or not to. It's you who choose to. So I don't have light about it. Uh, what I can say is just we should have good morals and nothing else. some characters. I don't know many people find me quite interesting. Yes, you're interesting because of the way you're talking, the way you're responding, the way you're, you know, there's a reason why that happens that way. So, uh, I want to be here for only 30 minutes. I'm left with 6 minutes. I'm already on 26 minutes. If you are an alumna or you graduated from Harvard University, you know the benefits of that institution worldwide. And they have been having this program of allowing multi-international brilliant students to benefit from their kitty of sponsorship that is diverse, inclusive of all walk of lives. As long as you are brilliant, you can join Harvard. Now, the Trump administration said it's for Americans. No more funds to be wasted on foreign students because they don't deserve it. What's the future there? I'm not against the administration. I'm against the mentality behind it. Not considering how beneficial this institution has been to the world and many poor families worldwide. Because most of the students who are admitted at Harvard, they are the finest brain worldwide. They benefit from that scholarship and they became or they become prestigious and prominent people in the society, regardless of their background. Those resources are not there anymore. So to study in Harvard is going to be a very big problem. Now, I'm having flu is healing up now. So now, uh, the lot that was admitted to Harvard this year, and they have got admission letter, and they are waiting for the visas to be processed. What can happen? Because there might be 20,000 or 15,000. You know, Harvard University, mostly, it's now having a world class. I think it's a top university in the world. We have Harvard, we have Yale University, and then we have, yeah, I think those are the main universities that are doing great. And for instance, if you're doing a PhD degree and you are not an American, and American government is the one that is funding you, you see now Trump is looking at education from business perspective, which I think he should be unilateral. Literally to say he needs to change that to avoid setbacks and dragging societies into unnecessary fears worldwide. That is something very controversial. Uh, if you have ever been to university and you have gone through the academic system, you might actually know what I'm talking about. The mood, the mood swing, and the way things are going to be drafted academic years from now on is going to be totally different from what we are used to because now Trump administration wants to embark on curtailing the flow. Hi, chocolate girl. Hi. How are you doing? Are you grateful? Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Uh, because Harvard, Harvard, hello, hello. Harvard is the most successful university, and there are so many people who got hopes of joining Harvard, but now they will not be able to join Harvard because of the restrictions, and that is not going to end up well. It's going to be something, you know. It's like setting very high optimistic goals, then all of a sudden everything crumbles down. How do you feel? It's gonna be humiliating. Many people they're going to experience shortchanged experiences, and that is not going to be something good. And Trump administration needs to come up with a leverage solution to address this by being precise and undertaking measures that will not harm people but accommodate them, regardless of their political or religious background or nationality. Because most of those people who graduate from Harvard, they end up having American work permits and residency permits because they are brilliant people and they are people who are driving American investment forward. And somebody who studied in Harvard knows what I'm talking about. You cannot be easily accepted back to the society where you come from with, without honor, and you are held with a high prestige and integrity, and so much is tagged on you to provide in terms of skills and in terms of expertise and all what you have learned from Harvard, because that institution is not for everyone. It is an institution that gets the most brilliant mind, and it's an institution on its own. And when the policy comes, someone help this tricks be backlolling me. Mr. Billy, who is backlolling you? Who is backlolling you? Mr. Billy, we are not talking about that thing. I had a topic about that thing you're talking about here. Sometimes back, not now. I spoke about the real fours in church and trying to become new wives and all that stuff, and passport bros. And the reason why they don't want the real fours, they are going to Africa, and there are so many things there. I don't want to talk about it. Katie Maya, how are you? How are you doing, my dear? Are you great? I hope you're enjoying. How is the golf today? Is everything fine? I hope so. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna engage in this Harvard topic. Trump administration is trying to stop African students from going to study there, and it's becoming a big problem. And not many people are understanding what is going on and the importance. If you have never been an alumna of Harvard University, you will know nothing about it. But it's one of the institutions worldwide that enrolls the most intelligent students, and they study there under scholarship. And 20 or 30% of these students, mostly they come from Africa. And Trump administration is trying to say no more African student here. And I don't know what we're gonna do. Nena Angel, hello, team Black Man, and I'm like, hey, that is great. This girl is very supportive to me. Niko poa, mdomo iko na shida gani? Kuna kidonda. Yes, I have flu, and it's healing up. So it's healing up, and I'm okay. It was so bad because it's winter season, and it's healing up. Hey, Maya, hey, you're really observant to the source of the seed. Eh? It's in November. Okay, so um, we're gonna see what to do. Somebody like Success would like to go to Harvard University in future, but her dreams now are cut short by Trump administration because it's not going to be business as usual to join Harvard University under scholarship. Most brilliant students they go there, And that one is actually giving problems. And what is hitting up a bit curious? My word, I have a flu. See here, see, it's healing. Or you want me to apply cosmetic there? I can't. So, you guys, how are your channels doing? Let me now get out of Harvard topic because I have spoken about it, and I've given my view what I think should be done about Harvard University. Now let's talk about something else, something extraordinary. For instance, like Maya, I see you said you clocked approximately 1,000 something hours, and that is good of you. So, how is everything going on? And then now you're approaching, I don't know how many hours you are at, but you are doing great, guys. You are doing great, and I'm very grateful that your situations are changing. And me, for the last 28 days, if I'm not wrong, I managed to get. I don't know whether you guys can be able to see this. I managed to get approximately how many? Let me see. I managed to get approximately 20,000. 20,000 views, 44 subscribers, and 236 watch hours in the last 28 days. My lifetime watch time, I want to say lifetime watch. This one will shock you. It will make you crazy. You know what is my lifetime watch? That 29,000. And I have like a 300,050. And I have 300 and 3,500 subscribers. Thank you. Who made it to that level? Watch time is 29,000, but I'm not monetized. I told you the story. I told you the story about that. So be careful on what you post there. And you must know there must be some changes where the investors are taking us, because social media is this is an investment. It's an investment. You must know that. It's an investment. So you have to be very, very, very careful. Very, very, very careful. Otherwise, you will end up having a dead channel that only generates hours and doesn't give you monetization, which is a very big joke, and very few people would like to have such kind of experience. In the last 90 days, I want to know how many views I got. I'm not sure, honestly. Uh, that 1,000. Your channel got that 1,000 in what? This overview. And 791 watch hours plus 190 subscribers. Well, it's been the reason. Oh, okay. So maybe things would get better when time comes. Let's keep on doing great work, content creation, and it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. What gonna matter most is how do you do, how do you go about it. Success. How, how is IQ? I have not heard from him. I have not heard from him for quite some time. I don't know where he is. He doesn't come here anymore. What did you do to him? What did you do to him? I don't see him here anymore. And I always try to see what I can do, but I don't see him here anymore. What did I do? Because I don't see him. I don't see him anymore. There's this lady called Living Word. I want to sub to her channel. I sub back. Because those people who are good to you, be good to them too. Yeah, okay. I didn't appear anywhere. I traveled. I had a lot of, you know, I had a lot of work, and I couldn't give up on the work. He said everything is possible for one who believes. We have to watch other people's channel. And there's one thing, guys, I want you to tell, to know that the system, sometimes it has to capture the face of someone who is facing the camera to prove you're watching. That's how tough this business has become. Yeah, it's that deep. It's that deep. And when I say